For me, camp has been a staple in my life. I started going to camp when I was 7. It has helped to develop my character. It's helped to develop my capacity to build relationships, and it's been a ton of fun. In 2001, I moved to Nairobi to begin doing team building and leadership development for the different churches and corporates and schools in and around Nairobi. Shortly after, I really just realized that there was a lack of youth ministry, especially amongst the international or the multinational community. A lot of times when kids grow up here in this setting, especially the international kids who aren't necessarily from this city or this context, they don't feel like they fit. They live normal lives, but they don't necessarily have things that are designed just for them. We saw an incredible opportunity to pour into these kids and recognize that these kids truly do represent the next generation of leaders, whether that be world leaders or business leaders. BlueSky began in 2001. The vision of BlueSky is to grow the global church and its influence by engaging the multinational community through transformational relationships and experiential learning. One of our biggest programs is camp, and camp is designed just for these multinational kids. And honestly, we develop a program that is literally intended to just pour into them and be creative for them, be relevant for them.
So camp is a high-impact week of fun, adventure, relationships, really. It's just an opportunity for campers to come build relationships with one another and be exposed to the gospel and enter into a relationship with Christ.
We develop messaging that's targeting just these kids from all over the globe, from all these different major world religions. We do lots of skills like basketball or archery or football. And then we do big group games, like whether it's sock war or field Olympics, and then evening programs that are just fun and engaging. It's the highlight of most kids' years, quite honestly. They will beg their parents to delay their vacation or their holiday so that they can spend a week at camp. Every summer we pull 20 or 30 different staff from the U.S. Most of them are college age, and this is an opportunity for them to run camp for us. And it's a really cool blend of being a part of camp, but also being a part of a mission experience or a mission trip. And many people want to do one or the other, but this is an opportunity for them to do both at the same time. I think that kids crave love and acceptance and someone to listen to them. And we're really proud of our staff because they have really jumped into that game and really worked to just engage the kids, to love the kids, to accept the kids, and honestly to point them towards Christ, who is clearly the source of all of those things for all of us.
So our camp program is incredibly unique because it's the beginning of a relationship where we can start that initial relationship, but we wanted to continue that throughout the year because we wanted more than just 1 week experience for these campers. So that's when we started looking into developing other ways of building relationships with them throughout the year, not just this one-time week at camp.
So then we quickly developed year-round programming so that we could just engage these kids all throughout the year. And then following that, we recognized that we didn't really have a place where kids could be or kids could find us. So we built an indoor climbing gym. And this indoor climbing gym has honestly become a place where kids feel at home. And it gives us a chance to climb with them, to play table tennis with them, to engage in life and therefore in conversation. Again, because relationship is so key for us. Ultimately, we would love to see them plugged into the local church where they're just getting to continue to grow in their understanding and knowledge of Christ and who He is.
So with our year-round programming, our focus is outreach and discipleship. So we have different events that will fit each of those focuses. We have clubs that meet once a week where we go to different campuses around Nairobi and do activities and other games that we would do maybe at camp just to build relationships with new people, with new students. And we also have weekly covenant groups, which fits more alongside of the discipleship piece, where we really get to study the Word with the campers and look more at accountability and mentorship with them each week.
The funding aspect of camp is really unique in that we do have a program that has the ability to draw revenue. And so we try to take that revenue to cover the costs of operations of the June-July program especially. And then our hope is that some of that revenue can even cover the cost of our year-round ministry budget, but we certainly can't charge enough to be able to cover the cost of staff. So our staff that serve during the June-July holidays, they raise the full amount of their funding. And honestly, even our guys that serve with BlueSky all throughout the year, they continue to also raise the full amount of their funding.
So all of these programs that we run, from camp to the climbing gym, from our covenant groups, all of these programs are really just a means of fostering relationship with students. Just really reaching out, pursuing kids, bringing them in, building a really good solid foundation for a relationship with them, loving them, and just really investing in them.
You know what it looks like when a kid's eyes light up, or when they smile more, they just break out into smile, or their face lights up with joy, or honestly, even their whole countenance changes. That's what we live for. We love to see the opportunity, or we love to see when kids literally have transformation. Seeing these kids just come to a greater understanding of who Jesus is and how much He loves him, that is what we live for.
So BlueSky has been around long enough now for us to see students graduate from high school and go on into college and universities and become leaders, not only here but all over the world. And it's so cool for us, for BlueSky, to be a part of that, laying the foundation for who Christ is as they go forth and really minister around the world.